is. Everybody look and watch. It's Keep Up with Stillvinsane and Aslamalo. Welcome everybody to the show. Here with the rest of the Keep Up crew. Like I said, we got Aslamalo, we got Harry Attilio, my cousin, we got John Estrella, my moderator. All of our birthdays just passed. It was yesterday for me and Harry. We're gonna shout out birthdays whenever the fuck we want because it's our fucking show. So let's get into it.
What the fuck happened?
And we're all quarantined. We get it. We're all isolated and shit like that. But what's up with all the fucking challenges? We got a father challenge. We got a mother challenge. We got mentally challenged, doing all types of challenges. And then we got verses. So let's break down each one. Why is it all happening, Oscar? What's going on? Which ones have you seen? Which ones do you enjoy? And which ones piss you off?
So, as you know, I've seen it on Facebook. I've seen the mom challenge, the 1 through 10 days. And, you know, I get it. It's cool. Moms shouting at each other. Hey, look, we're all on social networks. We know who's a mom and who's not, okay? So, I get it.
Who's a shitty mom and who's not a shitty mom? Yeah, we get it.
Exactly. We get it. It's cool and everything. But do I really need need a reminder of the mom of the day? Or come on, like we're all parents. Look,
10 straight days of being a mom.
Exactly, and
we'll get those pictures that we already saw. Go ahead.
Exactly, and look, if somebody challenged me to a dad thing, I haven't seen the dad challenge, and if somebody does challenge me, I'm not doing that.
You definitely challenged me to some albums. That album challenge with Nas and shit like that. What was it, Bill Clinton on the template?
Yeah, and that was different. You know, it's just what do you think your old time is of what you would love to listen to, but that's different, you know, that's music. But in terms of, you know, that I get it, people are bored, so it's another way to get creative. And look, everybody's gonna get creative here. Hey, we're on a podcast, so come on.
But we're here to complain, and we're from New York.
Exactly. And what do New Yorkers do best? Complain.
What about the verses? We've recently I just saw was it Baju Banton versus Beanie Man? We've had I was about to say R. Kelly. R. Kelly versus Michael Jackson. No,
Nelly versus Ludacris.
Yeah, that was a good. Damn, you got
I actually saw
we'll break that one down. Ludacris and who was it? Ludacris and
Nelly.
Oh, and Nelly got rocked.
Yeah. Now
Teddy Riley and Babyface, Erykah Badu and Jill Scott, I think, are coming up. So yeah. So which ones did you see?
I saw the Nelly and Ludacris. It was fun, you know. It's the music we grew up with in high school, and
yes.
it was great. But the one thing that I don't know what the hell was going on with Nelly's Wi-Fi at the beginning. Like he can't, you know, he's like thunderstorms, and it was funny though because it was going on real time and everything. But I do want to see. I do want to see Jay-Z versus DMX.
Damn, that's a little hardcore, bro. Like I don't think.
But see, that's DMX has been calling him out, and he's been saying, "Come on, get it done." You know, I'm ready. DMX wants to battle him really bad, but you know, Jay-Z's a billionaire. Does he have time for this?
Well, when you're a crackhead and all you're doing is friggin' picking at Frito-Lays all day, like I don't think Jay has that kind of time on his hands. It would have to be like a DJ. It would have to be a DJ battle just playing their songs because Jay-Z does not have time to do that.
Exactly, and now Eminem publicly said that he'll do the DMX, the DMX Eminem, you know, battle. But
that's a more realistic because Eminem is obviously as talented as Jay-Z, but like he is a mogul, but a different kind of mogul. Like he's not somebody that's like in the boardroom or in like a corporate office or something like that. Usually, Eminem's usually in the studio, so that makes sense that he would have more time for that kind of versus battle against DMX.
Yeah, so Noriega on his show,
great show, great podcast.
Yeah, so he's been saying, look, Eminem is ready to do it, but DMX he's really set on he wants to battle Jay-Z. Who knows if it's maybe a personal dilemma that he has, or he just wants to say that he has better bars. He's had better singles. Who knows? All I know is DMX's first album, it's a classic.
Of course, the first three are classics. Then there was X, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. It's Dark and Hell is Hot. He's actually the first, I believe, rap artist and hip hop artist to sell 10 million records in 1 year. It was 2 albums actually. Both of the albums came out in the same year. It's Dark and Hell is Hot, and Flesh of My Flesh, Blood on My Blood. And then after that, Jay-Z went 5 times platinum, so he was the record holder. And then after that, Nelly and Ja Rule and all of them, they started going diamond. And hip-hop was just going out fucking high in the sky. Yeah. So I'm a little annoyed with the verses. I'm not going to lie, I think it's a little too much. But I get annoyed with things that are done too repetitively anyway. But I get what you're saying. There's people under quarantine. We're all fucking bored. We got to find ways. And you got to avoid this grumpy old man named Stillvinsane. That's all I got to say.
And yeah, and like you said, everybody's creating. I don't know if people are familiar with Some Good News by John Krasinski.
That's right.
So he started his own.
To the outline.
Yeah. So he started his own YouTube channel. And, at first, I didn't want to watch it because I'm like, okay, I know he's trying to stay busy. But then I started to watch. And as I started to watch more of these episodes, it's basically news that makes you see everything else aside from everything we're going through, COVID, the quarantine. It really makes you feel good about everything that people are doing. Whether teachers are showing up in front of kids' houses outside and they're helping with the homework.
I know how you feel about that.
Yeah, so it's really nice to see some really good news out there. It's those episodes that really touch your heart, and they're tearjerkers, obviously. Yeah. And so some big news has come from that also. He sold his show to CBS Viacom. Apparently there was
of course.
Yeah, apparently there was a big
a bidding war. There was a bidding war. Of course, exactly. NBC, CBS, they all wanted it.
Yeah, and you know what? Good for him. If he can get money during the quarantine, why not? He's already one of the classic actors from The Office. There's an episode, if you're a big fan of The Office, where he actually does a marriage proposal. Well, he puts on a marriage proposal that was inspired from the show. Somebody proposes in front of the gas station, and then he contacts those people personally, and he gets a whole Office cast on there. And it's
talking about the episode. Oh, I thought you were talking.
No, but it's really
Spoiler
cool.
Alert. Right, yeah. You're allowed to spoil shit, motherfucker.
Well, it's some good news. This is on YouTube.
Oh, some good news. I thought that's NBC Universal. That's not some good news. That's the fucking Office footage.
If you haven't seen The Office by now, get on it.
You tell like a major plot line and like how they propose.
But point blank, he finally made some money off of this, and that's good. Everybody should be making money during this, and why not cash in?
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, he's cashing in. It is a little bit of a sellout, but John Krasinski, I don't think he's ever made that point not clear. So I can't really judge him on that. It is really cool. It's not my type of jam. I actually like my news being a little morbid. Yeah, no, man. My news is like my vegetables. I don't need it to taste good. So, when it comes to feel good shit, you should look for that on your own. That doesn't need to be freaking curated by John Krasinski. But whatever, that's just me. I've never seen it. I've heard, of course, tons about it because he's such a popular dude. I like him. I don't watch Jack Ryan either, but I love John Krasinski in general. Quiet Places, amazing movie, a great fucking film piece. I can't wait for the second one. I love his wife. I love his family. So I'm a big fan of him in general, his brand. So I'll always root for him, even though I don't consume what he's doing.
What the fuck did I hear?
Why so many cover songs? Recently, I'm a big fan of Joy Division, and we had Joy Division song. I don't know why I just forgot that. That sucks. There we go.
Really, nigga?
We have Disorder. Wow, what a fan I am. We have Disorder, and where is the Zoom? How did I get out of the Zoom call? Oh gosh.
So explain what Joy Disorder is, or.
Oh yeah, Joy Division is an old school band, and lately Third Eye Blind, a few other bands on P.S. I Love You. A lot of people have been doing that cover for that song, and so many covers for so many songs. But lately, I don't know if it's because of the quarantine. I don't know if people have access to studios and shit like that. But lately, people have just been covering old songs, and I'm not even a big fan of covers actually. I love original material. I love when people do new things. I'm not even a big fan of reboots. I'm not a fan of any of that shit. I like when people make original content. I like when people have original ideas. If they do it, I'm not gonna be mad about it. But like that, I'm just asking, what's up with all the cover songs?
Hey man, it all goes back to originality. A lot of people are copying. We don't know what the hell. Maybe not everybody is as creative, and yeah, at the same time, are they paying tribute to that? Of course they are. But at the same time, do I need to hear something that's already been done? No, I don't need to see that. It's the same thing like you said, the reboot. If you give me, it's a big difference if you give me a movie or a video game. Do I rather play a video game? Hell yeah, that's a reboot or a remake. But in the essence of reboots, I don't need to see that every 5 seconds. Everything is getting rebooted. For example, I'll just give you a little quick thing. We just saw a movie last night, and I suggested that it should get rebooted, remade, and we'll cover that later. But it's just something that not everything has to be rebooted.
We've been having cover songs for years. There's so many Christmas albums, and people who sing the same 20 Christmas songs, and there's like 100 different versions of it.
Yeah, even with Christmas songs, Harry, or anything like Adam Sandler, for instance, with the Hanukkah song. That's why I love that song so much, because it's so unique. Like, there's not that many people who sing about Hanukkah in general, or even in a funny parody way. And the songs that I love for Christmas, obviously, it's not because it's become more of a staple now, the Mariah Carey song. So I can't even say that that's like a unique thing, or even the Wham song, "Last Christmas," but or Africa. All these people, there's so many people that are saying great. Mary J. Blige has a great Christmas album. I don't mind that, but don't sing. You're right, Harry. Don't sing the classics. The classics.
Yeah. I mean, remember,
but there's a market for it, so it's not like you can't abandon it just because I don't like it. But I'd rather original shit.
Yeah, remember, Justin Bieber has a Christmas fucking album. Like, come on, do I really need to hear that shit? No,
I don't need to hear anything from Canadians.
So I've been telling you about Drake.
So take that back.
That's right. Oh, damn, OVO. I'm sorry. I'm not worthy, Drake. I'm not worthy.
You said it, not me.
So, like I said, so let's get into acquisitions. Hit us off with Joe Rogan's big news.
So I've been a big fan of Joe Rogan. We all know him. A lot of people, if you don't know him, he, Fear Factor Days, NBC show.
That's right. He was on Fear Factor. I forgot about that. It's got a really long brand.
Yeah, he was also a professional UFC fighter back in the day, and So if you're not a fan of him, go check it out. He has material for everybody. He goes on with celebrities. He goes on with doctors. It's a great podcast that he does. And he's on YouTube. He's on almost every platform. But now he just signed a $100 million a year deal with Spotify. And, Spotify is getting up there.
I thought it was just the overall deal.
No, it's actually a year. Because he's
getting $100 million?
Yeah. And
that's more than Howard Stern. That's crazy.
Yeah, but he's up there now. And remember, he's one of the very few people on Spotify and all these other places that he's on. Obviously, Spotify signed his deal with him so he could be an exclusive just for Spotify, which is weird.
Joe Budden is like that. So is The Ringer, and that's a whole network. And that was $300 million. I thought and that was just a real acquisition. Are you sure it's annually?
That's what they're reporting on.
Wow, that's a lot of money, dude. Yeah, they're not gonna just keep him for maybe like there's an opt out or something, but
yeah.
And there's a lifetime contract. I would stay on that damn contract forever.
And he's one of those.
That's a great negotiating point too. Like, even if he did get to another contract, he'd be like, "You're gonna pay me $200 million a year." Like,
so the reason that his contract is so big is because he's generating over 140 million downloads per month on his podcast. So, like I said, he has content from doctors to celebrities. The biggest celebrity I've seen on it, he's gone from Robert Downey Jr. to anybody, Jamie Foxx, you name it, And the best part about his podcast is that he has personal relationships with a lot of these actors or celebrities and just everybody across the span. So when you get
including Alex Jones,
yes,
our favorite.
But you know that those are some of the most entertaining. If you can sit down and listen to the amount of bullshit that comes out of his mouth, Alex Jones,
Humanoids.
Joe Rogan is one of those very few people that can put him in check and just be like, "Shut the fuck up, let me talk."
Yeah, he does.
You're going on a rant, like, and it's actually fun to hear him shut him up and be like, "Look, you're on my show. These are the rules. Don't go crazy with the conspiracy theories. Let me fucking speak." So it's a lot of fun, you know, and it's big news. You know, we're all here trying to do podcasts, and if one of the biggest, they call him one of the biggest podfathers now, obviously.
He is.
Yeah, so you know, good for him.
He also has a stand-up comedy show too.
We're all
on Netflix. It's hilarious.
Yes,
that's
and
right. Well, not just a show. No, he's a stand-up comedian. He's pretty consistent. Not just one. He has a few of them on Netflix. Yeah, the UFC brand, the MMA fighting, the Fear Factor. I definitely forgot about it. I can't believe I forgot that he was on Fear Factor first before Ludacris and like before they canceled it. That was a terrible show, by the way.
No, he just
it was. I mean, the amount of money they gave to the contestants to fucking eat roaches, man. Like I'm like, ew, dude. Like this is a terrible show. Like why would they do this? Like get on like something like How to Be a Millionaire or something like that. That's way better, bro. Like way less risk and reward.
Yeah. What the fuck did I watch?
Tall Girl, which was recommended by my sister. Shout out to Snow Buddy Bad, my sister Jenny. It is about this really hot actress. I'm joking. She's not. She is a hot actress though. She's young. She's cool. Her name is Ava Michelle. She plays this. That's my gripe with the movie, by the way. She plays this really tall girl in high school. Everybody's like chastising her, ostracizing her, bullying her, all that good stuff because of how tall she is. She's not even that tall. She's 6'1". That is tall for high school. I'm not gonna lie, but like I've seen taller, and I've actually dated taller. You've seen it.
Hey man, I'm 5'3", so that's fucking huge.
Right, Daisy Pena. She was tall. She was hot. She was tall. It happens, man. People are tall. But the thing was, she didn't look dorky enough to me. She was hot. So like. Men are not like that. They're mad short men that like tall women and whatever you want to call them, Amazonian and shit like that. But to me, she wasn't like masculine at all. Like it just wasn't believable. And it was. I
remember
really
her.
cheesy.
She was a giant.
I saw Toy Story.
She was a giant.
Yes, she was. But like, if you look at her Instagram account, she has like over 1 million followers, and she's hot as hell. She was a dancer. Like, so it makes sense to me anyway. That she has that kind of body.
But like,
That is true, Harry. Me and you are now the same height. I remember when you were a little. What?
My guy.
Damn.
So I also saw Toy Story 4. I don't know why they keep making these movies.
They need to stop.
Good. They do need to stop. And to be honest, they're like very episodic. Like they're not like a very motion picture feeling at all. Like it's just like
stop doing
another adventure, and it has like nothing like consequential to like their story plot at all.
Andy
for,
has
what happens to Andy. Anything that happens to Andy, that is like more permanent. Whatever happens to them is just like another day in the fucking freaking toy box.
Andy has moved on with his life. Let's get over it. We know Tim Allen, Tom Hanks. We know you guys were great in that role.
Bring back Sid. Sid was more interesting than fucking Woody.
I want to see Sid torture some fucking toys. Okay.
And they dumbed down Tim Allen. Tim Allen barely has any jokes now.
Exactly.
Like it just.
That's why
I love Key and Peele. I love the addition of things. They got a little darker in the last 3 and 4. I'm just not. I'm done with them.
Yeah, that's why number
They'll
one.
Keep making them. They'll probably make a 5 because like it's voiced. So like they're all pretty popular actors.
In the end, it's all about the money. That's what it's all about.
The cash.
I'll tell you this.
I also saw the Wrong Missy. I believe you did too. That was very funny. It was a little sloppy, but it was back to like old school root comedy of Adam Sandler's crew, Happy Madison Productions.
Yes.
You had Lara Love. What's her name? Laura Love.
Yes.
Like she's a really good person from Funny or Die, and a bunch of things. Parks and Recreation. She's been on all types of shows. David Spade, longtime Black Sheep, SNL alum. Tommy Boy, he's the man.
Rules of Engagement, great sitcom he was on.
Exactly. Rob Schneider.
Oh, there you go, Harry. That's one of my favorite roles that he was. Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, I love. Yeah, that is his best voiceover work.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw the Grace and Frankie season finale. That was really good. I'm not going to spoil anything with that, but it's an awesome show. Next season is going to be the last season. I saw on Quibi. I have a trial version of Quibi for 3 months. I got to see some episodes of Reno 911. It is hilarious. It's even funnier than it was when it was on Comedy Central. It's still produced by Comedy Central. They're 8 minutes long each episode. That's what Quibi is. It's meant to just be on your phone. You can't download it anywhere else but on the mobile phone. So like if you're on the go, like there's a show with what's her name? Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones. She has a show on there. I haven't watched it yet. Nicole Richie has content on there. There's a few things on there. Quibi is pretty cool. So and it's beautiful quality, 4K, HD, all that shit, and it's just meant for your phone. And when you hold it, the camera view when it's freaking vertical
pans.
Yeah, pans perfectly. So when they're moving, if it's vertical, it shows you exactly what you need to see from the scene. If you do it wide, obviously it's wide version. So it's actually really cool.
That's where they have
Quibi. Quibi's run by all the TV networks, by the way, just kind of like Hulu was until it got bought majority by Disney. So it kind of like was what Hulu was. They all developed it together.
That's where they have that David Sterling documentary also.
Yeah. I think so. I didn't see that, but and maybe it's not all of them. I think it's like Whitman and shit like that from Google and somebody from Universal. But like Quibi's pretty cool.
All right. Now you're a big fan of Rick and Morty, also.
Yeah, I didn't finish episode 8, but it's been wonderful this season. It's been so fucking funny.
Now I'll be honest. I'm a little bit ashamed. I've heard great things about Rick and Morty. I haven't seen a single episode.
I know. We Oscar, I think the fans, including us, I think we're starting to know how lame we are. So
look, I will
have to improve on that.
I will check it out.
Morty is too good for you to freaking miss out on.
I believe you.
You need to get out of your comfort zone and start watching some fucking good ass programming.
I believe
it's true because some people like fall into their niche. I'm a victim of that. We all do that. Like sometimes we go, "Damn, I know what I like, and I'm just gonna keep watching that."
But that's the thing.
How do you? How does that work? Like, how do you enjoy that? Just seeing the same things over and over in a different variation.
But I'll be honest with you. If you recommend a show, I will have no problem checking it out. My brother-in-law Matthew, he recommended Vikings to me on Hulu.
I love Vikings.
And see, I've never seen it. I'm gonna try it, especially because the next Assassin's Creed game is based on Viking lore.
And they have a bunch of shit. The Last Kingdom is actually based on Vikings. That's actually a story, but they go more in depth into the king that went on, whatever.
Yes.
It's really good. All of them. There's a show called Ragnarok also on Netflix. I think that they're all based on Ragnar Lothbrok, the descendant, and you have, what's his name? Oh man, I forgot. Ironside. Bjorn Ironside. He's actually really popular in Viking mythology, Valhalla. You'll like it. Especially that you'll see that. Again, you didn't get into God or whatever. We're not going to get into the video game.
I know. No.
I'm Team Lawrence. Insecure is getting real good.
Oh.
That's all I have to say. Team Lawrence in the fucking building. Issa's fucking up on the show. We don't need to discuss that. We'll discuss that more because nobody watches it on this damn show.
I do.
You do?
Of course.
Insecure? Shit, I'm mad wrong. I did not know that. Well, anyway, I'm Team Lawrence. And I'm also Team Lawrence because I'm Team Molly. Fucking Issa is a selfish little bitch.
Molly's a bitch. Let's just say that. I'm just going to say Molly.
I'm going to say she's not a bitch.
No. She's
Issa's mad selfish.
No. No.
Name something she's done for somebody.
She had a block party. Look,
her brand name on it.
That block party was fucking lit.
And that's why I know, but that's why she got in that fight. It's no problem. I don't mind. I love what she's doing. But I love her entrepreneurial skill.
Yeah. Okay. Obviously, look. If you haven't seen it, Insecure on HBO, go check it out. It's a really funny show. It's one of the funniest shows that I recommend. You have a recommended crew that has been with Issa. Issa's the main character. I'm not gonna get into any details, but it's one of the funniest shows on HBO right now. Just go ahead and watch.
Get into kind of the details. Like she used to work at a after school program, and throughout the show she progresses as an entrepreneur. But like as she progresses successfully throughout corporate or wherever she is professionally, she kind of, but it's not unique in that area though. Protagonists always become the most annoying character later on in order for the other characters to develop. So, and Issa Rae is a genius. So
she's so funny.
No knock on her as a creator. She did this on purpose. She needed it to be divisive. Not needed it. She wanted it to be divisive. She wanted it, like we said, with the verses. We have all the artists. We have all the movies. People have been doing that lately. Not even just with that. Movies. Godfather versus this person. This actor versus that person. I'm like, God damn, just go jerk off.
Now,
like the normal people.
Yes, and that's a great way to say. And you know what? I'll promote Issa all the way because she's funny as fuck. Her movie Lovebirds, awesome. Fuck, I haven't seen the movie yet.
I know we're not gonna mention that now because I didn't see it either. I'm watching it tonight, so we'll put that on next episode.
There you go. And I'm watching it tonight. But one of the main actors on what's that show called? Silicon Valley.
I love that show.
And I don't want to butcher
Camille Nanjiani.
There you go. Damn, I was about to say. I don't want to butcher his name, but the dude. Yes. But look, he's funny as fuck, and is she. They put a movie on Netflix, and
he's an Academy Award nominee.
Yes. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, that was a great freaking The Big Sick. That was a great movie. Awesome, and it was about him and his wife. So good, nice. So good. And she's also a comedy writer.
You need to check that out.
Real quick before we get on to the next Zoom reunions, the reason why I put that on the outline is because Dan Harmon is the creator of Rick and Morty, and he's also the creator of Community. Did you see Community, Harry? I felt like you did.
I haven't seen a new season, but yes, I'm on Rick and
Morty. You are on Rick and Morty.
Love that show.
Okay, cool. Nice. Good job. So Dan Harmon, like I said, he is the creator. And I just wanted to know your opinion, guys, on Zoom reunions of television shows. Like we've had The Fresh Prince, we've had Community, we've had Parks and Recreation. I've actually seen none of them, by the way. I saw the Parks and Rec one. It excited to see a reunion that bad on a Zoom.
I saw the Parks and Rec one. It was horrible because you know how there are characters that are
they were scripted on that one.
Separate rooms. Yeah, like April and Andy are technically married in the show, so they had to be in separate rooms because in real life they're not married. So kind of like the aspect of the show changes, and like someone dies, but they're back to life apparently now. So like it's a little confusing on that one.
Anyway, moving on.
I'll give you a couple that I've. So you guys recommended Good Omens. One of the best recommendations you guys have given me on Amazon Prime. It's funny, it's witty. You know, look, if you're not if you're very religious and you believe in certain things, this might not be the show for you. It's a great comedy.
They protest that show a lot, the Z-Lots. They do. I always see it.
So look, it's a funny ass show. Kim and I have loved this fucking show. It's one of the better shows with great writing. It's amazing. I'm not gonna go into details, but I'll give you another show also that I started watching today. Run on HBO. I've been putting this off because I don't like
Walker Bridges. We're big fans. Fleabag. You never seen Fleabag?
No.
Hold up. So you're watching that show, but you've never seen her and she also writes. She also created Killing Eve.
Okay, I haven't. So,
wow. All right, you went straight for the newest show. You went straight for her newest show. She's also done Crashing.
Yeah.
So anyway, keep going.
Okay, so now Run on HBO. So I don't know if you have seen the Star Wars movies, but I can't remember at the top of my head. But the redhead that's in those movies.
Merritt Weaver.
No. The main actor from the Star Wars. No, from the Star Wars, the new Star Wars.
I'm talking about the making of Mandalorian. That's not.
Oh no, not yet. That's okay. But basically, put it this way: Run is a great HBO show where it's basically a college couple who they made a pact when they were in college. College sweethearts. They made a pact that if I text you Run, you have to respond back in 24 hours. Run. And you have to meet me at Grand Central Station in New York City, and we're gonna take the first train out of New York City to Chicago. And it's basically, look, if you're married and you understand what it's like to live on a day-to-day life, and what you go through with your kids, is it a fucked up show? Yeah, it is. she basically does something
Yeah, she
that
leaves her husband. I think I never seen it, but
I haven't finished it. I'm on episode 5, but it's just
it's
a great
that same
show.
dork from like Mad Men and shit. He's always getting left.
Yeah, so yeah, it basically is. So it's just a good show of what happens next. The great thing about the show is it's only 20 minutes long per episode. HBO classic. HBO puts out awesome shit. Now let me get into
Maybe
this.
I'll watch it. Maybe I'll watch it one day. What we should do is we should make a pact that don't date anybody over 200 pounds, and if that happens, we text each other run. All right, no Mara Weaver.
Okay.
All right, so we are going to we saw. I've seen the Tenet trailer. Tenet trailer. They showed the Super Bowl. They showed the second one recently. It's a fucking amazing looking movie. Christopher Nolan's the man. We love John David Washington.
Let's move on. Son.
What the fuck did I play?
And I want to real quick. I want to say Devil May Cry 5 is fire. They redefined the series recently, so they stopped at 4 on, I believe, PlayStation 2 or 3, and it got in disarray. It was a great franchise, but 4 is where people started getting frustrated. They were just like, it's the same engine, and the story's getting a little. The story was not that bad. It's just that the engine was very repetitive. So on PS4, they just redid it and went through a whole new story. Then they went back to the story. So they did a whole new engine, tried to like make a new origin story, which they did. They accomplished that. They erased a lot of things that happened in the third one. And now in the fifth one, they went back to the story of Nero and Dante. And it's really good. And you get to play 2 characters. You get to play V, who doesn't really fight. He has like a dagger, and he puts these demons on you. One that flies, it's like a griffin, and the other one's like a panther. And they fucking break down the fucking demons, and then you, when they're about to die, you just take the dagger and you go, give him the finishing move. And Nero, he has one arm, and he does the classic gun, the unlimited ammo, and he also has a sword and shit like that, the Sparta sword. It's built in hell. It's fucking dope. Dope-ass game, great graphics, very quick too. Still rewarding, great combos from Capcom. That's why I'm surprised you don't play it. Capcom's like one of your favorite publishers. I love Dante, and I like what they've made a comeback. It wasn't good for a little while, but now it's amazing.
Now I'll tell you my little quick insight of what I think of Dante's Peak. I've never been a big fan. I played the first game that was right after when it released. I didn't dig the whole story of Dante and hell and all that bullshit. I was never a big fan, and I'm pretty sure it's a great game. I've just never been a big fan. I know it's Capcom made. Resident Evil, obviously.
We know you need heaven if you're going to see hell.
I've just never been a big fan. The combos, all that. I mean, look, believe me, I played the game. I haven't played this title that you're talking about. I'm just not a fan. It's weird. It's just certain games I just don't, I just don't acclimate to. So
we see.
Okay.
2K struggles. Dude, that fucking game is hard to do online, man. I've been like, I've unlocked like the Lakers from 2000. I've unlocked the 98 Bulls. I've unlocked so many great teams, the Orlando Magic. And for some reason, people are the biggest shit talkers. And for some reason, there's like this whole thing with computer defense. Like you're allowed to have the computer do pick and roll and shit like that. But for some reason, if I have a computer like playing defense on like a point guard or something like that for a little while, and I try to hit back on the block, I'm the cheater.
All right. Now, Vince, look. And
get back to the fucking mic.
No. Now, I'll tell you this. Look, me, you, Michael, Chris, Ian, we've all been playing this shit since we were in middle school. So I'm gonna call all of you guys out. Yeah, that's Ian, Chris, Mike.
No, you suck at fucking tournament. You can't call anybody out. You suck at 2K.
All right, so
and you lose you've been losing like the last like 5 years too. Like you're like you won like one.
Hold on, remember the last time
you won one?
It don't matter. It don't matter. But hold on. So look, we're all on there. 2K20. We're up to that. We've been playing fucking 2K since what? 97.
2000.
No.
It wasn't in 97. It was 2K. It was just 2K. It was in 2000.
Since the Dreamcast era.
Yeah, 2000.
Yeah. No.
Allen Iverson.
99. Allen Iverson cover was the first one. 99.
What the fuck is what's Age of Empire?
Okay, so Age of Empire is one of those real-time strategy games. It's something I downloaded on the PC just recently. Hey, look, if you're like a roller coaster tycoon, it's a great game. It's something that you can go back to different eras. Look, I've been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I fucking hate that game. I hate it so fucking much that I downloaded a map to see what the fuck I'm missing. It really gets me aggravated to talk about this game. I don't want to talk about it no more. It's bullshit.
True.
Don't fucking buy that game.
All right.
What the fuck did I say?
And I'm going to read off something from Instagram. We're going to see true colors of the COVID experience. Disaster capitalism. Our present shouldn't be our future. So, the point of this article is that basically small business services, people struggling with construction, like people like basically what's essential is like going to the doctor essential right now. Not only is COVID up, obviously, because we don't have a vaccine for it, but a lot of people are not going to get vaccines in general. So because they're stuck at home and they don't feel like going to the doctor, they just want to be cooped up at home like the government told us to do. And so right now, vaccinations for all types of things, measles, mumps, anything that you could think of that kids are supposed to be vaccinated for. And the dummies out there that think that it gives you seizures and fucking the anti-vaxxers out there. We've already talked about that, so we don't have to get that far into it. But yeah, so right now like I said, it's called capitalism. Why is my fucking shit acting? Of course, everything has to.
True COVID-19 colors. But like, but Vince, I completely agree with you. Look, I have two daughters, my kids. We've all look when they have to get their shots, they get them, and you know it's something that as a parent you know
capitalism. Yeah, keep going.
Say it again.
Disaster capitalism. Exactly. So right now we're confused on what is essential. Like from the private enterprise of like what is essential. Like even like one of my relatives that needs to have reconstructive surgery, like she has to have that delayed. Like what do we have as essential? Doctor visits. So right now capitalism is taking heed to that. It's not right now capitalism like takes the cake when it comes to what is essential instead of what actually really is essential, like what keeps you alive.
And look, Vince, we're going through all this together. You know, it's weird. You know, there's so many things. I won't lie to you. It's been hard to just fucking go out there and see the world and what it's going through. So we're all going through it. But hey, I'm just glad we're able to create something so the public can listen and we can keep going.
True. And that's why this is called All for None and None for All. Because people have really been fending for themselves. Like, I don't know, like, this is not a negative podcast. It's not trying to be all negative. But I've been looking at my timeline. I've been looking at my stories and shit like that. And not enough people are taking this seriously. There are people taking it seriously. I'm not saying that. But people are fucking dumb. They're either taking like some drug that the president's taking. They're either just going to the beach, not respecting any of the rules, throwing house parties, fucking going on vacation. We were, like I just said, like the capitalism and shit.
And like you said, Vince,
people are doing home improvements right now. People are doing all types of things that like are not essential. Like Amazon is like sending out fucking chia pets and shit like that. Like right now, we're not like really acting right, and it's just gonna last longer the longer we keep doing this shit.
Yep. So let's wrap it up, Vince.
Let's wrap it up. So you can follow us on Keep Up NY. That's on Twitter. We have a Twitch. That's Keep Up NYC. We have Instagram, Keep Up NYC as well. That's one of our pride and joys. We have a good amount of followers. We're trying to add on everything, to be honest, all of our platforms. We have a Patreon account, Keep Up Podcasts, and shout out to Harry. He set up a lot of these accounts for us.
All right.
Facebook, right? Look out for an invite. If you're a friend of us on social media, we're trying to up the page. You'll see content. You'll see updates of like all our episodes and our artwork and our promotions and upcoming sweepstakes, upcoming events. We're going to do all that shit. We're on it. We're here. We're back. So my IG is stillvinsane. Same thing on handles on everything. If you want to follow me on Twitter, all good. Follow the Stillvinsane cult. Then we have Oslamalo. He is also on IG. He's also on Twitter. Follow him on those platforms. We got John, ThundercatJohn.ttv. That's also for his Twitch. That is his Instagram handle. If you want to follow him personally, he probably won't follow you back because, it's his personal account. He's got to have boundaries, guys. He's got to have boundaries. John of all trades. That's my man, though. That's my man. Moderator, like I said, engineer, audio visual. He does it all. He makes music videos. He fucking kicks ass on Twitch. One of our producers, like I said, at Jewbear23, right? That's your Instagram handle. Do you have Twitter, Harry? No, it's okay. Cool. He's over Twitter. That means he's got to run that damn Twitter account for us then. Since he doesn't do that. But, all right. So, we'll see you next week on episode 66. We haven't come up with a title yet, but you know damn well it's going to be an overly used cliche. You better shut the fuck up.
Listen up.
And keep up.
With Oslamalo.
And Stillvinsane. Over and out, homie.